Hi guys, just a little pause from all of your political commentaries and all of the things that I am doing public service wise here in Davao City, because I want to share something very important with all of you. And I think a lot of you, especially for mothers who are either planning to have a baby, expecting, or already have young children, please listen to this. So yesterday, while we were in Cebu City, we did two important things for Tony. Number one, he went through a very important appointment, and second, he went to see a pediatric ophthalmologist for the very first time. So we've noticed that Tony squints, number one. Number two, he rubs his eyes so much, and it really was a cause for concern for all of us. So we decided to bring him to a pediatric ophthalmologist, who then discovered that Tony has very high grade for his eyes. So one eye is about 500, yeah, that high, and the other one is about like in the 400s, so really high, and he's farsighted. And of course, I know that Tony's been using a phone, the tablet, he's been doing that, and yes, it does add up. But what really shook me, what really shocked me, what really made me feel so bad, that and also compelled me to make this video, is because it is hereditary. He got it from me. For those of you who don't know this, which I don't discuss openly, which I never thought was a problem that could be passed on, is that I could not see clearly from this eye. This eye is 600. Well, this eye I can see very well. I've had a lazy eye for as long as I could remember, that even LASIK could not help it, even glasses could not help it, so I just let it be. And that's why I don't really drive myself. And one of the things that also, for me, I did not put much of a weight on, because I did not know that you could pass it on. So that's why I want to make this video for all the women out there planning to have babies, or is currently pregnant, or have young children. Please get your children appropriate care by taking care of their eyes. And please make sure that they go see a pediatric ophthalmologist in your city. So I was fortunate enough to bring Tony to Cebu to meet with Dr. Lauren Ong of ACES. And he was really the one who gave me the information that I needed, that woke me up, and that wanted me to, to urge everyone else to do the same. You can pass on even your eye problems to your children. I did not know this. And that's how he explained it to me, that Tony was born with bad eyesight, just like me, because I passed it on to him. And I was supposed to have him checked as early as 6 months. Because apparently, yes, you can pass it on. So that's really what agitated. Even if Tony started using the phone or the tablet at like 2 to 3 years old, and yes, it does add on to it, but it added to the problem that he was already born with. I did not bother to check, and that's why I didn't know, and that's why I feel so guilty, and that's why I want to make this video, because if you have an eye problem now, you may be able to pass it on to your children. Yes, when they are a newborn, you check the anatomy of the eye. That is true. But once you have an eye problem, you can pass it on to your child, which means that if you are currently pregnant, it's one of the things that you should be watching out for. If you have young children right now who are exposed to gadgets, who are exposed to, many things aside from the TV, the phone, the tablet, please make sure that they get the appropriate checkup that they do get. Because again, as early as 6 months old, you are able to correct what is needed for your child. And yes, to go to a very reputable ophthalmologist, a pediatric ophthalmologist, which we got for Tony and which we visited for Tony, because he did his training and residency at Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles. So yes, Tony will be getting eyeglasses by next week from Cebu, and that's what we are really trying. I felt so bad. That's why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to make this video in English so that you may be able to understand. A lot of you may understand, because if I make it in Bisaya, the other mothers in that don't speak Bisaya and may not understand it would be able to use it. So that's that. If you are currently suffering from an eye problem, you might be able to pass it on. So please get your children checked. please, please make sure that you are responsible enough for even their eyesight. And I know that this is supposed to be the job of the pediatrician. However, it is also helpful for us to know these things, so maybe we may be able to also get help for our kids. So Marita siya, I just wanted to make that to inform everyone. So yes, Tony has 500, 400, astigmatism, all there. But it still could be corrected. That's the good thing that Dr. Ong said to us. It could still be corrected. And we are going to focus on that so that it could be corrected. And yes, gadgets can agitate. But also, if you get it checked earlier, it could be corrected earlier on top of the better habits that you will impose for your children with regard to their screen time. So moro to siya, and I'm sorry I made this video late. I didn't really feel like making it yesterday. I was so tired, so now moro to siya. If you want to go to a reputable ophthalmologist, I do highly recommend Dr. Lauren Ong of ACES in Cebu in Perpetual Socor. So that's it. Ingat. Thank you. Bye.